So blah, 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 blah. What was that? I don't know. I'm tired a little bit, but it's a good tired. It's a strong, dedicated tired. I just got home from a game of tennis. Is the words I'm trying to say. I'm tired. I can barely move, but gosh darn it, I feel like I accomplished something today. It might shock people to know me or look at me, or I actually really enjoy playing tennis. I didn't find out that I enjoyed playing tennis till like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, when I just randomly decided one day, hey, let's play a game of tennis, and I had a lot of fun. I don't know. It's kind of I live near a tennis court, so it's pretty easy for me to play it, and it's fun. It's, in fact, really fun. I kind of love everything about it. I love the strategy. I love the skill. I love that it's pretty simple to get a hang of, and it always makes me think. It's a real tragedy that I didn't discover that I really enjoy tennis until like I was 28, really, or 27. I was like, if I was a kid, I think back and like how if I took this up as a kid, I'd probably really love it. I obviously I played it a little bit as a kid, but and I often, it makes me think a lot about how weird it is in sports for like how sports are fun, and that's kind of like the truth of the statement I always find is that sports are like a fun thing to do. They're enjoyable. It's fun to run around and hit balls and throw balls and play with other people and or not. And you often have to think, and everybody hates so many people, especially if you're like in the nerdier set or the more inward set. It's hard to like really get that through to people. And the reason why is because the culture around sports is the single shittiest culture in the world. And I guarantee you that no matter what, somebody has had a traumatic memory exclusively associated with like trying to play a sport. There's a real negative thing, and I think justifiably so, about like people who make really that lame obvious joke like I don't even know what sports ball is, but I always believe that comes from a legitimate place of pain, because everybody who says that has been screamed at by like some adult figure in their life that you're doing this wrong, and I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure almost everybody who experiences that, who experiences like trying to play a game and then having every like 5 or 6 different adult figures in your life come at you and scream at you, well, that's a negative. That's a fundamentally negative experience in your life. And no matter how fun it is, like that, you're gonna get screamed. That's gonna kill any fun possibility that you had over it. I'm pretty sure I don't know about the young people. I've never met like a professional gamer, but I'm pretty sure there are many teens now who absolutely fucking hate playing video games because their parents scream at them to play better. And no matter how fun an activity is, they're never going to survive contact with a culture like that. And so, like, you go through that as a young person, and then when you get older, like, it's oppressive. People consistently talk about sports, and you, as a person who tried to do sports and were screamed at, and made the very logical decision that instead of being screamed at, you could just stay inside and have fun playing video games. That whole system like just stays with you. So it's why I never like really roll my eyes when I hear people go like sports ball, because there's some fucking bullshit that they probably went through that they didn't deserve. But it's also really unfair for people like that, because I'm pretty sure like they would like it. Like I'm pretty sure like if like they could play it in a like calm atmosphere, like where it's just about playing the game and having fun. And I'm not talking about like zero competition, because competition can be fun if everybody's like an adult and cool about it, and like it doesn't ruin everybody's day. You know, never be that guy. Never be that guy who screams at in the middle of a fun game, like a fun friendly game. I can't believe I fucking lost. Like you're the asshole. I'm sure like you could find that would be fun. And it's hard to sell people on this idea. It's hard to like get people to be up for this like whole thing. And I don't know how you fix that. I don't really know how you fix that. And I have no solutions to fix that. It's just, I don't know. People should have fun. And you know, I'm just gonna say it. Maybe like making that the lesson. Maybe making that the lesson that it's good to just show up, have fun at a game. Maybe that's all that matters. And maybe, you know, and maybe that should be celebrated. Maybe like going the full distance. You should get a reward for like going the full distance and like playing an entire season of a game. And maybe a small little trophy is okay. I don't know. Maybe it's okay to like in those frame. I for some reason we decided to destroy the entire world because sports and participation trophies, and never listen to any young people on any major issues, because like they dared to like try and enjoy sports in another way. Because let me be honest here about something. Part of the reason everybody freaks out about sports is because like there's always this like in the back of the minds, especially if the parents like my kid could eventually become like a star, or like go to the majors or something. And like I need to break it to you, that's never gonna happen. Like that is incredibly rare. It is an incredibly big moonshot as like becoming a famous actor or becoming a famous writer. It is a pie in the sky dream that doesn't have any is so rare and so difficult to achieve. It's like because only the top percent of the percent ever get that. And I mean, yes, and that's just frankly life, and it's as ridiculous to say that. And I don't want to like talk down on people who like their dream is to become a professional athlete, because I think that's a worthy goal. I think that's a good goal, and especially if you love something and you want to get. It's like everybody's dream to get paid for the thing they love to do. I don't know, but it's just never going to happen. It's not that it's never going to happen. It's just it's so incredibly rare, and we need to rethink the way like we approach the majority of the world. And professional adult races like the New York Marathon give people medals for just finishing, because that's a big achievement of its own. And I think like finishing a major, like playing an entire season of a game or something is a big achievement. And if we phased it like that, I don't think it'd be an issue. Like you do this something for just showing up every day, putting in the work, that should be rewarded. Like going the full distance in a thing should be rewarded. I don't know, right that's worthy of praise. That's worthy of validation right there. And yeah, a funny little story. I was born in Saudi Arabia, if people don't know that. Like the 2 or 3 new subscribers that I got from, well, not from these little things that I do here. And I was born in a place called Dhahran, and you may, if you are a frequent watcher of the Little League World Series, you may recognize that name, because uh, we almost every year we make it into the um, we make it our team from our little camp makes it into the Little League World Series, and the reason for that is twofold. We're technically part of the European League, which is crazy because we're nowhere near close to Europe, and the majority of people there are Americans and who play Americans, but who are American. But I guess we end up in the European League for reasons, even though it would make much more sense for us to be either in the Asian or the African leagues. But so that means we get into the Little League World Series almost every year. And the other fun story is we fucking suck. We just fucking suck. Every year we suck, and we've sucked for like 50 years, and I don't think we've ever won a game outside of the European League. And the European League is like, okay, here's the thing. I think there was like they did like some studies one year, like on sales reports, and like in England at least, more baseball bats were sold than baseballs. And want to know how many baseballs they sold? One. They sold one baseball. So that means baseball bats in England are more used as weapons than they are used as bats. And I think that kind of goes to show it's like, we just fucking suck. And I don't want to be mean, but the culture in Aramco around that is so crazy. Like, those people are treated as like high-end celebrities. And when I was a kid, and I loved baseball as a kid, and when I was a kid playing baseball, we would always get stuck in the brutal summer months. Now, this is of course summer months in fucking Aramco in Saudi Arabia, where it's normal to get like 100-degree temperatures. Do you know how like you are just dead like 10 minutes into every game? It was nightmarish. And they got to play in lovely fall weather. Like, they get to play in fall weather. And I don't know exactly what I'm complaining about, but it's more to the point, like, these are like our best players, and they fucking suck. They fucking suck. And I don't know. I had a point here that I was trying to make, and I kind of lost it. But let's see. What was I trying to say? They aren't good, but they're better than and. Oh, right. This is what I was going to say. So many of those kids now have like really bad injuries because they push them so hard, and they push them like incredibly hard. And I know many of the kids, and they have like really bad like shoulder injuries and stuff. And like, those kids could have got like scholarships or something, but because they pushed them so hard, they ended up in like just bullshit, like a bullshit like they ended up in bullshit. And what was it for? Nothing. But like, that's the culture that like it surrounds people like this. And I guess I just wanted to say, fuck that shit, like, just fuck it. And like, sports are fun, and we should just play them for fun. I guess that's all I have to say. I had a good point here, I think, and then I kind of muddled it, but yes, sports are fun.